What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Chainlink today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. This one's at the request of Alex. We're doing this for you, my friend. It is the 19th of April. We have about 30 minutes left in this day. We got about 1 day and 1 hour left in the week, or one day and 30 minutes, I suppose, and only 11 days left in this month. I think we're in a prime position to start seeing some upside action, taking out this cycle's high already and getting set up to take out new all-time highs, in fact. If we're looking at this on a weekly perspective, let's start here. On a weekly perspective, the RSI is at the last area that it was whenever it found support, right? So Chainlink, last time that you're at this low, that's where you found support. That was your low, and you began to build out of there. Here, you saw a lot of consolidation, right, for quite a solid bit of time, and then you began to grow. I don't think we're going to get that here. I don't think it's going to be as long-lived. I do believe we're going to get some kind of V-shaped recovery that does ultimately take us above this high by the end of June. That's the expectation, okay? We're at $12.96 now. If we're taking a look at this low to high on the fib, we're right below the 786. Okay, cool, nice. We want to get above $13.51. You get above there on a daily closing basis, and that'd be really good. That'd be getting above the golden ratio would help signal that this is the low and that you are in fact moving higher. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame, I don't know if that would be enough to break you out of this downtrend, but getting a little bit higher, perhaps getting above this daily high close might be more significant. If we're looking at this here, that's at about $15.53, so close above $15.55 on any given daily basis, and you will validate this low. You'll also validate that you're breaking out of this downtrend, and that will validate the notion that we will see new highs relative to this high. Inevitably, I do believe we will see that, and I expect this move to happen by the end of June. It's probably happening right now, actually, but to come to full maturity by the end of June. If we're looking at this all-time high here to the bear market low on the fibs, high to low there, we found resistance just below the 786 all the way down to the 382. This is actually kind of a common maneuver to make. Oftentimes you hit the 786 and you go to the 236, but whatever, it's close enough. Whenever we go higher, the minimum target expectation would be the 886, and that's all the way at $40. So $40.77 is a target that we have as of now. High to low, $42, right there at the 1272. So I think that's a good minimum target area. The 886 is the next level up. The 1272 would be the minimum extension, so that would be about a 3.2x for Chainlink. So we could see a 3.2x at a minimum. This is not the prediction by the end of June. The prediction, at least that I have, is that we would see something closer to our all-time highs, if not even above the all-time highs. It's very possible. If you look at this here, $50 is, or 49, I guess, is the 1414. It's very common with the 1414 to go just above there. But if we do go just above there and we're at all-time highs, if we can break through all-time highs, you guys, we really stand a chance of seeing some rapid growth, perhaps all the way up to that $100 area. I know we just jumped a lot of barriers there, but literally getting above the all-time high zone, the reason why I'm bypassing this golden ratio as a stopping point is I would think after breaking out of is that a year? It's a 1 year consolidation phase here, breaking out of a multi-year consolidation phase, if you want to put it that way, from the end of the bull market to where we are now. We haven't really even started this bull market for this thing yet. I think that it's very possible that if we see new all-time highs, that we don't stop at the next fib right there. We're breaking out to new all-time highs. We'll see some rapid expansion, and $83 to $99 is a possible outcome for that. Right below $100, I could see that psychological resistance. Chainlink, I think, does deserve to be at $100. It does deserve to be there. So whether it happens by the end of June or it happens somewhere later down the cycle, I think that we'll get there inevitably. But the expectation as of now would be a minimum target of about $42, which I don't see you stopping there, but that's the minimum target, $42. Maximum target of about $100. And I suppose a likely target being somewhere in between at 61 to 83, somewhere in there, if we're just being real with ourselves. So interesting prospects ahead as far as it comes, or as far as what it would come to for all-time highs by the end of the cycle ending highs. The expectations there would be something at about 220 to 1,000. Can we see that for Chainlink? What's the market cap at? 8.5 billion. 8.5 billion dollars right now. All the way up here. It's a 70x on 8.5. 7 times 5, is that 54? Am I doing that? Wait, no, 7. Not 7 times 5. I'm sorry. What was it? 8.5 times 7 times 8. What's 7 times 8? Is that 54? 8 times 8 is 64. This is a 56. Is that right? 560. Yeah, you could do that. I think that's like a $600 billion market cap, a little bit less than that, right? Something like that. Let me do this real quick. 776. Whoa, in caps. What's 76 times, I promise I wasn't rage typing or anything like that. I don't know why the caps are on. What's 76 times 8.5, right? And this will give it to us in the billions. Well, technically not, but we'll convert it into the billions. Oh my goodness, I don't need you to show me my work. I just want to know. 646. So $646 billion is what that market cap would be. If Chainlink were to go all the way up here, I could see it happening. As crazy as that might sound, I could actually see Chainlink seeing a $1,000 price or beyond. It could happen. That market cap, 646. Remember, I just took 76, which would be the multiplier here. If Chainlink went all the way up here to 7,500, which is a 76x. 76x times what the market cap is, which is 8.5 billion. So this is in terms of billions. $646 billion. It's a lot. It's a tall order. It's not something that most cryptos achieve, but I don't think Chainlink's most cryptos, and I think that it can see that. So not that this is where I'm saying it's going to go, but rather where it could go. We could see a $1,000 price by the end of the cycle, by the end of 2025 for Chainlink. If not there, and I would say that the likelihood for that is definitely not likely. It's probably it's a lower likelihood than any of these lesser targets. But I think that we can really make a case for $531, $408. I mean that right there, 408. That's basically the average expectation for the average altcoin right there. So definitely, I expect $408 is a possibility. 531 as well. Something in between could happen, but that's less likely to go between 1,000 and 531. And then I guess the absolute most pessimistic minimum we could have would be $220, but I don't think that's going to happen. If Chainlink can't even get above $40, if we're not at this area, if we're not even above $40 by the end of June, like we don't have to be at new all-time highs, but if we're not above $40, then maybe we could start talking about 220 being the cycle ending high. But until we see how this move happens in June, I'm sticking with, I think, 408 at a minimum, 531. That area is a good expected area. And then potentially we could see prices that are above 1,000. I don't think Chainlink will hit $1 trillion market cap this cycle, if ever, who knows. But I do think it could be worth hundreds of billions by the end of the cycle. And I certainly think it could be pushing $1 trillion. But I like that $1,000 area psychological resistance as well. So something big is on the way. Even at these lower targets, something big's on the way. And again, the end of the cycle is expected to be at the end of this year, sometime in Q4. I'm thinking November. I've got nothing else to say. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, the plan here, the expectation here is that Chainlink is on its way up. You're probably going to see prices that are above 1560, 1555. Is that what it was? High to low here. Yeah, something that's just above there. You'll probably consolidate. It's not going to be a straight line up, right? But you'll move up, you'll consolidate, whatever that looks like. Move up to your golden ratio, consolidate, whatever that looks like. Continue on your merry way. And then as we get into, it's probably not going to take this much time because that would have you by the end of June seeing new highs relative to this. I would think by the end of May, you'll be up around these highs. By the end of June, you'll be up past these levels here. So anyways, I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves.